Okay, we're all plumbed up and ready to rock, just waiting for the radio gear. However, I discovered a problem and I was debating whether or not to do anything about it. At first I thought I'll just push on through, you're overthinking stuff. But this is the front of the fuel tank in the Kadet, and model manufacturers love to install tanks this way. You've got literally the cap of the fuel tank sticking through the firewall. This is the back of the fuel tank where it goes through a ply bulkhead, and that's all that's holding it in. It's not glued to the bulkhead. The only thing keeping the tank in is the glue around the cap of the fuel tank. And I've discovered the hard way, over time, this cap will loosen, and then in the middle of fueling you'll discover that you're filling up the forward section of the airplane with fuel rather than putting it in the tank because the cap comes loose. So I'm afraid we got to do some surgery. One step forward, two steps back. We'll try to get this knocked off, and then when the radio gear comes in we should be ready to rock. Oh man, what a pain. Good thing I love this hobby. Yeah, I made the right call. Should have called it earlier. I was able to take my thumb, when the camera decides to focus, and simply and easily push the fuel tank back into the airplane. So, come on, focus. Any kind of looseness like this, the hot castor oil and some of the fuel will go around it and down into the forward part of the airplane. Next thing you know, I have what's called airplane cancer as the oil and fuel soaks into the wood. So it was a good thing to do. Just wish I'd done it sooner. I was able to get the tank out fairly easy, but we would have had trouble. So maybe someday my camera will focus. I don't know if you can see it, but the cap itself is loose in the tank, and this will leak fuel. There's no doubt about it. So see what we can do about this. So I was able to get inside the plane just by cutting away some covering on the side. I was able to overhaul the tank. Its cap and its both caps are made out of metal, so it was in really good shape. I was able to put a new plug in the tank. Now I put it back like it was. Used a whole bunch of red RTV sealant, and I put a board, it's hard to see, but I put a balsa board across the back of the tank, pushing it into the nose so that the cork is not the only thing that's holding the tank in place. I think this is going to work at least for as long as I fly the airplane. So that's it. Oh man, okay, it's done. The reworked fuel tank is nestled snugly in the nose. It's held into place by a board on its rear and a whole bunch of high temperature ATV sealant. The engine's reinstalled. Everything is hooked up. My throttle is hooked up. I'm trying to appease myself with small victories, but look at that throttle work. Isn't that cool? Yeah, man. So, just need the servos and the new battery to come in. I decided the Kadet deserved new electronics. They should be fairly easy. Cool thing about these type of airplanes, they're drop-in servos. Put them in there, tighten them down, you're ready to rock. So another step forward. I'm going to really edit this video down because I promised the next video would be a flying video, and it will, because I'm going to put this at the beginning of it. Anyway, post Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you had a safe holiday, and please continue being safe through the rest of the year. Bye-bye.